start with bit of Kirtan. Intent of the Kirtan is that we come from different moods from outside. All of us have some mood or the other. Chaos in the house, market some sabji, right? Or office work pending, or some Coursera course, online trainings, certificate courses. What else? Fight in the house. Very common subjects. So when we come in that mood, it's not easy to focus in the beginning. So what we need to do is, we have to chant Lord's name so that our heart gets more purified, more polished, and then we get ready to hear the wonderful Gita course. So the way we operate on Kirtan is, I will say first and then you will repeat. Then I will say and then you will repeat. Both will not sing together. That's how it is. Understood?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. And I think kids now upstairs are being taken care by Mataji. Here only, right? Yeah. So, बच्चे जो भी आ रहे हैं इस रूम में, they can be taken care. Thank you so much. So we'll start with Kintar. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. की जय, शिला प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निशात निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि 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 बोल। All glory to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Do you like the kirtan? अच्छा लगा? Like? So, as we say in our Krishna conscious life, anybody who is a good singer like Mohammad Rafi or Kishore Kumar Da or Kumar Shanu or Arjit Singh. Yeah, they also sing so well, eloquently, melodiously, isn't it? And their songs also remain in YouTube's. And when we get into car and go for long drive, especially people who are in 40s, they hear those old melodious songs of 1990s, and you feel good, right? You feel good at heart. And imagine the same energy which is of Krishna, instead of putting on the material self, you put to Lord. The energy will go so multifold, you can't imagine. So, Lord has given us so much talent, so we should use for Him, not for us. Because as we said, listened in previous classes, everything is temporary what we have. Anything is permanent. Did you find out in 1 week? Money. After this birth, we will take to next birth. Any plans, bro? SIP? No? Okay. True love. First love. Carry to next birth. Janam janmantar ke liye 7 janmon ke sath. All those. This janm only somehow we should survive together, right? So nothing is permanent according to you. Then we have to use our intelligence, like last session we said. We have to find something which is permanent, isn't it? Has to be something permanent. Cannot be like everything is temporary. What is permanent? Yes? Afternoon prasadam food nahi khai. What is permanent? Soul. And super soul, that is Lord. That is permanent. Very good. Good, you are on right track. Bhule nahi, which is nice. Oh, Hari Prabhuji.
Connection between the soul and the super soul.
Yes, I didn't know. Yes, Prabhuji. Of course. I was asking them, but yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Connection between soul and super soul. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So, with that, we'll move on to the today's session. And let's do a bit of a recap. But before that, we'll sing one bhajan. Bhajan, actually, Kirtan we sang. We'll start with Pranam Mantra. It is that without the blessings of Acharya, Lord, we cannot sit in this Vyasasana and speak, right? And you cannot also listen, because we need their blessings. Jaise when we go to any auspicious work, what we do in Indian culture? We take blessings of adults, right? Elders. So here when we are doing transcendental investment, we take blessings of Lord. And in Parampara, respective Acharyas. So let's speak after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everybody raise hand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, as we keep saying in every session, there is no better solution in this world or any problems. The solution you will find in Bhagavad Gita, nowhere else. And that is the permanent solution for our peace and happiness. That is the Mool Mantra. And that you have to take it to heart. Go to here and there all kind of magazines, motivation speakers and all that. All temporary titillations. Permanent commitment with Lord is there only through Bhagavad Gita. And as we had said in previous session again, that there are so many versions which keeps getting upgraded. Also humans also get upgraded every version. Software gets upgraded, vehicles get upgraded. There is one version which never gets upgraded, is Bhagavad Gita. Right? So that is the original. And on our own, with this kind of a conditioned heart, we could have never spoken about Bhagavad Gita if not for Srila Prabhupada. Right? So we have to seek his blessing. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya of ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness. And when we say International Society, he doesn't say society. International is Vasudeva Kutumbakam, entire world. Right? Entire world. It's not like only Indians or only Americans, only Australians, only Africans. Everybody has a body, white, black, brown, whatever, doesn't matter. Like cows have different color, right? White, black, maroon, red. Cows have colors. Human skin also has different colors. But one thing which is cutting across common is soul. Right? And the connection, as Prabhuji mentioned, between soul and super soul. That is what matters. Alright, good. So, last time we talked about why do I suffer? Root cause analysis. In corporate world, RCA. Right? Any problem comes in the project, what we say? Please do root cause analysis. 5 whys. So first why, second why, third why, fourth why, 5 why. And then you get to the root cause and have tangible actions. Right? I'm talking like manager. Okay. Yeah? So that is how it is. So recap wise, again, we talked about happiness, we talked about success formula. What is the success formula? Causes of suffering, which is attachment. And last session we talked about root cause of suffering is comparison and wrong acts. And then practical tip of the day. So obviously this time we'll talk about comparison and wrong acts. So, what is the ultimate source of happiness? Beautiful villa. Next one I will. Nice, high 20 lakh plus car, electric vehicle. That also will not give you happiness. One scratch and you are done, isn't it? Happiness will go for the toss. And Jai Ho Bangalore traffic with potholes. Alright, how about beautiful dress to a party? That will give you happiness? No? People keep chasing behind all this, by the way, I have seen. Friday, thank God it's Friday. Let's go for drinks, guys. Gathering, friends. Kulu Manali, Uti, Nainital. That will give happiness? No. Bachpan ke dost saath mein milke, something like that? No. It will not give happiness.
But all this gives some temporarily some happiness. That's right.
Yeah, like kids get chocolate, they get temporary happiness. That chocolate goes away and then something like that. Little more elongated. Duration is correct. You're right. What gives happiness is this. Right? Why you think in our different yugas, the Rishi Munis are doing so much tapasya? You have seen, right? They are doing tapasya like this. What they were running for? They were not running for car, vehicle and all. They are running for Lord Krishna. Right? And surrounded by the bead bag. Which is, for Kali Yuga, its holy name. Without that, we cannot reach to Lord Krishna. And of course, Radharani's mercy, that is very important. She is the mother of all mothers, Radharani. And if we don't, directly we cannot reach Krishna. Right? Krishna tere hain par mere hain, we say, but we cannot reach Krishna. But through Radharani's heart you can reach Krishna. That is the inside truth. Sometimes we want to directly go and pray to Krishna, he will not listen. But Radharani, he cannot say no. Right? So you have to impress Srimati Radharani. Krishna automatically gets impressed, right? But our natural tendency is let's start praying to Krishna. Now, spirituality, devotion, yoga is meant to actually give us realization of that love, of that peace, that anand, that happiness, which is Bhagavad Gita. And we talked about when we read Bhagavad Gita attentively, submissively, cautiously, with proper surroundings. What you generate, which money cannot buy, is humility. Right? Being humble is not easy. You know what is the ultimate definition of humility? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have Shastastakam, which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken. Only he has spoken is 8 verses in this world. Rest has been spoken by his disciples. It is Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishuna Amanina Manedena Kirtanya Sadahari. Right? So Trinadapi Sunichena means what? It means that you should be as humble as the blade of grass. You should be as tolerant as the tree. You should give respect to others and do not expect any respect in return. Who does this? Raise hand. Anybody in the crowd does this? Maybe. There could be exceptions. I have done what to them. Anybody? As humble as a blade of grass. You know the grass? When you take your feet and walk over grass, does it shout back? It's a living thing, right? When you urinate on the grass, does it shout back? When you do stool on the grass, does it shout back? Tree, right? Tree gives you shade, tree gives you sofa, tree gives you beautiful house. But when you cut the tree, does it shout back? Even if the tree is dying and one dry leaf is also hanging, that also tries to give you shade. That is the definition of humility, Prabhuji Mataji. And I have done so much for you, I need some respect. That is ego. Right? But if you give respect to others, don't expect any respect in return, that is devotion. And when you are chanting the holy name, we are chanting for that mood for which entire life we have. It's not like Prabhuji, aa raha hai. I'm getting that feel. I think I'm like a blade of grass now. I think I'm like a tree now, Prabhuji. I'm very tolerant. Entire life gets spent on that to then get that. And exactly that's the qualification for Lord Krishna's world. That is Golok Vrindavan. वहाँ जो गोपियाँ सेवा करते हैं भगवान का, who are serving them, whom you think they are? They have their flats and cars and bank balance. Sarvasva Samarpan, full surrender to Krishna. And in this human form of life, it is very much possible. Donkeys and pigs cannot do it. They cannot chant. And all of you have done some great thing where you have got this human form of life, which will enable you to go in that direction. Otherwise, it's okay. Everybody lives an animal life. We should also live and die. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Great traits of animals. We can also do that. So, generosity, forgiveness, compassion, love, light, peace, happiness. This is exactly what Bhagavad Gita gives you when you hear regularly and when you chant the holy name regularly. Right? So, this is what money cannot buy. Success formula is what? As we said, we have to have Lord in the center. We should not have husband in the center, or wife in the center, or kids in the center. They should be in the periphery. Lord should be in the center. And then only the success will come. भगवान की जगह husband को बैठा दिए. बच्चे, I mean kids, they look so cute when they are young, isn't it? They look so innocent. But all those kids became like you. Like, now look at all of you. Are you innocent? You're so cutie, yeah? 20 years back, 30 years back. Kuchipu. Right? Like this. Parents and neighbors used to do. Now you see how conditioned we have become. So kids will also not remain kids, Prabhuji Mataji. They will also change. So we should not put them in the center also. It's tough. Bitter pill to swallow. Matajis may or may not agree, but that's how I have seen generation after generation. Rarely there is a Shri Ram kind of a kid. Rarely there is a Shravan Putra. Rarely there is a Lakshman kind of a kid. Mostly we have what? Kamsas and Ravanas kind of kid. Not that I want to be negative, but even if your kid wants to be better, the world will not allow you. Association is bad, mobile ki duniya zindabad. Right? So it's tough for them also as Kali Yuga progresses. So bead, please have bead in your hand. That is your weapon. Weapon to control the mass distraction which you have in this world. Right? If you have bead bag, you have bead. This is what will protect you from negative power. Negative shaktiyon se it will protect you. And last but not the least, association of high-end devotees, Vaishnavas. Because alone in the room you cannot do this. I'm sorry. What the mind will say? Chapter 2 rounds, little maths you can see, right? I am much better than so many relatives out there. In my family, nobody does what I do. As if I am Lord Ram. It's okay, na? Little I will. And little opening Maya needs. That little again what becomes? 5 minutes of video, 10 minutes of video, 15 minutes of video, and then tuck, tuck, tuck. It becomes 2 hours. And you don't even realize. So Maya already brainwashed you. So don't give opening to Maya. For example, all of you are here. Can you dare open your mobile and start hearing Kishore Kumar song? See, that's the power of association. In the room, when you are alone, you know, what is the famous saying? If you want to test yourself, there are 2 places to test yourself. One is when you are alone in the room. That will reflect you what you are as a person. Not in front of crowd. Oh, you are great. You are this and you are that. And second thing is, when you have to see the mirror of yourself, your wife or your husband will show you your true self. Outsiders will know you as a nice person only, right? So if you are gaining respect in their eyes, that means you are progressing. If you are not, that means you are dual in nature, hypocrite. Right? Correct? Alright. गंधर्व गिरधारी की जय, चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय, लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा की जय, पंचतत्व की जय, षड गोस्वामी की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, तुलसी महारानी की जय. Hare Krishna. Alright. And last but not the least, this knowledge is very important, which you will garner from reading the scriptures. And Prabhupada was a visionary. He knew exactly that somebody is Telugu, somebody is Tamil, somebody is Malayali, somebody is Kannadiga, somebody is Hindi. He has translated books for all. He exactly knew, because soul is same. So, if you are not gaining knowledge, anybody from outside can come and brainwash you. You know how people are getting converted? Why? Because they don't know Bhagavad Gita. Our children who go out, they think our so-called religion is cool. Of course, this is universal, but let's start with Sanatana Dharma. Right? Because they don't have knowledge, they don't have, our scripture is so deep. Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,500 years back. Which other scripture or book can vie for that? Without naming any other books. But how much our children know about it? If their base is strong. For example, we should definitely learn from other religions also. Muslims, that 4 waqt ki namaz ki adaigi. So disciplined they are in whatever they believe. Christians, every morning they take their children to church, the Bible classes. They donate so much to church. So much, a minority, right? They do that. What we do? Take kids to discotheque. And they are not modern people who are here, the Islams, the Christians. They are also modern. But somewhere our brain has been washed not to read scriptures. So we should buy book, we should buy bead bag, chanting mala, we should seriously start doing that. Of course, enjoy your life, right? I'm not saying that you should not, but keep Lord in the center. You'll enjoy more. Hare Krishna. That's the success formula. Alright, we talked about attachment to temporary things last time. Today we are going to talk about comparison and committing long acts. Very interesting. All the yawnings will go away when we get into masala stuff. Aa raha hai. Fasting shuru hai. Alright. So this is scientifically proven one. Soul, subtle body and gross body. We talked about it, right? What we see here is we have a body which will become skeleton one day, right? It's like a cloth we wear. We should not get attached to cloth. Do you get attached to cloth and hold that tight whole night and sleep? My cloth you throw away, right? In washing machine. You're not at something like that. We have to treat our body also. We should be detached from this body. Because the moment you are too attached to this body, the problem starts. Right? Oh, I was so young. Today I am bald. Oh, I was so young. It's like I'm getting wrinkles. Oh, I was so young. Teeth are getting broken. Oh, I was so young. Right? I had like red apple, my lips were red. Now it's like dates. Sugde hue. Right? So bodily attachment kills us. That's where the problem starts. It's okay. See, the lustre comes when you are actually taking name of the Lord. When you are reading books, right? The glow comes on the face. You look much younger, 20 years younger than all the other people who are using all the several cosmetics out there to look young and doing hair weaving, hair transplant, or kya hota hai? I don't know, Mataji, like all those kind of scientific things they are doing. It's crazy. Hare Krishna. And similarly, we talked about yantra and driver. Lord Krishna said what? The body is like car and driver is soul. Focus should be on driver, not on car. So this is the beautiful picture which talks about we are young, we grow old, we die, the soul transmigrates based on our karma. We can take form of human, next time we can take form of pig also, depending on what we do this life. For example, you love eating flesh, meat, right? Curry, put meat in that, hog it, right? We have nice canine teeth like lion, isn't it? To eat flesh. God has given us canine teeth, no, but we eat. If you are so attached to that, right? Even during death also you are praying like, ek, one piece please. Nothing else but that, one piece ho jaye, maza aa jaye. Next birth what you will become? Lion. Lord is so merciful, Krishna, he will say, entire life you spend with flesh only. Because you wanted that, you were so attached, so he gave you. But he is not responsible for the outcome. Right? If kids are very, very adamant that I want to put my finger in the fan, running fan, table fan, you will say no, no, no. In the end, that's a table fan. You are not taking the table fan and locking in the room, right, forever. The table fan is there. But one day, the medium is there, you are not there, the kid switched on and put the finger in the fan. What, he got 5 fingers more? He got hit. So, mother was not responsible for kid's outcome. After that, kid will do again. He'll think twice, right? So, either go hard way or listen to parents. Similarly, either listen to Lord or suffer. Right? And this suffering is of long number of years. We also talked about singing parrot. There was one queen as an anecdotal example, and she used to listen to parrot, beautiful song the parrot used to sing, and the parrot was in glittering gold cage. And once what happened? The glory of the queen was so impressed that she started to clean the gold cage instead of taking care of parrot, right? And day after day, the parrot's voice became weak, and she kept polishing the cage. Ultimately, what happened? Parrot died. And what that insane queen did? She blamed God. That, see, because of you, the parrot died. Even though she polished the cage day and night, but easily blamed God. That because of you, I am facing this dukkha. So, moral of the story is what? We are wrong in thinking that it's only the body that needs care and nourishment. Soul needs must not be neglected. Okay? Krishna's name and pastime is what will satisfy the soul, not the golden cage, not the big apartments, vehicles, gold ornaments. So we have to get attached to soul. So what is this famous line? We say we are not with spiritual experience. Scientists will jump from the building. What is this? We are not Homo sapiens. We are not human beings. What are you talking, dude? We are what? Spiritual being with. Yeah. And if we don't go right way, we can have pig experience also next verse. You want that? That Indra example I gave right last time? How attached Indra was to pig. Did I? Indra example. Didn't I give? Oh. Okay, very quickly. Indra's example was like Indra had committed some sin, right? You know, he is the king of heaven, Swarg. So he was given curse that you will go and become pig and live on planet Earth. Where is heaven? Where is earth? That too pig. That too, his life will be entirely in Kuradan only, right? Dustbin. So he got birth on earth as pig. He got married to she pig. He had wonderful piglets, right? And Indra was very satisfied in his own zone. He was eating stool, right? Left, right, center. Many years passed by when Brahma saw thought. Many years actually. It's enough. Let's call back Indra. The seat is empty. We need to take care of heaven also. Brahmaji went to earth and he said, Indra, Mr. Pig, now you get out of this body of pig, come back to heaven. Indra said, no. I love my she-pig wife. I love my piglets. It's such a wonderful stool. I can't come. Got totally attached. Right? So, such is our state. Wherever we are, we start thinking like this is the best place to be in. But if Lord is the center, clarity will come. Right? We will know actually our constitutional position. So, cause of suffering. Let's start now. Attitude of comparison. So, another wonderful story. The fun starts. How many of you have jealousy? Don't raise hand. How many of you discuss in your house? I wish I had that day applied for H1 visa. Look at it now. I would have got green card by now. My cousin brother, he was Mr. Nobody. In fact, I was topper in class. That guy was a mediocre guy. And now he has a green card. Kid is studying in a wonderful Ohio Cleveland school somewhere in US. And here I am in Bangalore, protecting myself from potholes and traffic. Comparison, right? Comparison. And so the story goes like this, that somebody like us only went to Kalima. Okay, and demigods like Kalima, they are very kind-hearted. So he did a lot of tapasya and he asked this, that my neighbor is growing very nicely and I am like not growing. So, oh Kalima, right? So, whatever he gets, I should get double of that. So, Kalima said, Tathastu, boon is given. So, he went next day. So, he's never built a nice house. Single floor, he got double floor. Then he never bought a car. Nice small car, he got a high-end car. Right? His neighbor got one kid. He got two kids. Right? Everything double. So one day what happened? His neighbor was driving car. He faced accident in which his one eye was lost. And the other party lost both eyes. So the moral of the story is we should be careful what we are asking Lord. भगवान मेरे बच्चे को अमेरिका भेज दीजिए. Please send my kid to America. One of my friends today only was the episode. He was sharing that I have two kids, Prabhuji. Both of them are settled in America. One is working in Apple, other one is also in a very nice company. Wonderful. H1 visa and all. Okay. Just now news came that existing people, no problem on H1. New applicants problem. Okay. Good. But what problem? It has been years getting married. Why? What happened? No, no, Prabhuji. I said so many things to sari.com and all. Either girl rejects or he rejects. Everybody has their own mind. They have this and that big mind. They don't adjust. They don't understand that marriage is about adjustment. It's not about कि I would get a whole pari, right, or sapno ki rani, or Mr. or Miss Perfect. So his problem statement is different now. Because we let the kid go to America and they got into American culture. What is that? Going to date, right? And living relationship. All those kind of nonsense culture is there. So money wise very good. You can tell the society, but the person is not getting married. Now both the old people are here. He is retired. Both the kids are in US. They don't like US and they don't like India. Now what? Who wants this situation? Raise hand. अरे kids are going to US. What's the problem? कॉलर उठा के बोलिए मेरे बच्चे US में. My kids are in US. No, huh? Careful what you ask. Careful what you ask. You know what we should ask Lord? We should ask Lord, whatever is good for me, do that. Please improve my bhakti. Don't try to be Lord. If you ask, as you sow, so you reap. Careful. 10 rupees in hundi, bribing the Lord and saying that everything should be cool about my life. Not easy. So stop seeing the other people life. Bangla jhankna is like, what's happening on the other's life? Then it will make me happy. That is the ultimate source of trouble. Comparison. You were brought up in different condition. They were brought up in different condition. What got them? It suits them. What got you? It suits you. Respect your present and live with that and focus on that. Should be the objective. So this is another beautiful example. One guy was on wheelchair, sitting whole day on terrace or balcony, watching people walking, and what his mind was saying, Prabhuji Mataji, I wonder why is that guy so unhappy? Maybe he is on his way to a job which he doesn't like, but at least he can go anywhere he wants. I cannot. It's sad state of affair. And think of the guy who is walking. I missed my bus again. Now I have to go to work on foot. If I had that bicycle, I could have get to work faster. And I would have been in great shape also, body and all. See? So the bicycle, the wheelchair one is thinking something, this guy is thinking something. The guy on bicycle, what he is thinking? Bicycle is cool of course, but imagine breathing in exhaust fumes every day of Bangalore. All those sounds, right? He must come into work covered in sweat. So what does he do if it's raining? Now that dude probably feels great in his car, nice and cozy, and he can close the window whenever he wants. He is lucky. He is lucky. I wish I had a car. Now what is that car guy thinking? That person is so lucky to drive a Ford or a Mustang or whatever, Jaguar. I am driving Maruti 800. So I bet this has air condition, automatic steering, cruise control. What else is there? Camera control. These days, infotainment is there in car, unlike old Maruti 800. And it doesn't even, my car doesn't go at 100 km/h. That car goes. I wish I had that car. What is the blue car guy thinking? Full beamer, such a powerful, spacious motor, guzzler. I wish I had that in hand. What is red guy thinking? Better, smaller car. I wish I had that Ferrari, right? Or what is that? I don't know. I mean, such. So whenever this kind of a car comes in Bangalore, everybody's vehicle stops and starts watching that. Such a cool car. Hey, what about speed breaker? Yeah, it will hit, no? Lower, what is that? Low to the road and all that. Height is very less. What is that yellow car thinking? Whatever you have, Ferrari, Kia, Mahindra, Bangalore traffic, who can say it? Let's have helicopter, dude. We can have a good fresh air and straightway reach to office on the helipad of the building. Right? No problem. So where does the greed versus need end? A wheelchair guy got a wheelchair because it suited him. Maybe there is a lesson there. A guy who is walking suits him because there is a lesson. That doesn't mean that you should not be ambitious, to not get car and all. But there is a need, there is a greed. I have one car. My father, whole life he was on bullock cart. At least I have 10 cars in my life. I show how much money I have. Revenge. As a fool. You're taking revenge from Lord for your poverty. That poverty taught you, hence you are rich today. Else you wouldn't have been. So Lord has planned. So do not challenge Lord unknowingly or knowingly. Hare Krishna. So the point is, Prabhuji Mataji, envy is the inner dark tendency that makes us miserable at others' success, impels us to drag them down and plot their destruction. Duryodhana mindset. Duryodhana mindset. Right? Envy targets the envied, as seen how envious Duryodhana was targeting the Pandavas. He envied Yudhishthir's royal position, Bhima's physical power, Arjun's fearless archery. Driven by envy, he conspired repeatedly to humiliate them and kill them, destroy them. So jealousy is we want something that others have. Now, do you want jealousy? Yes or no, raise hand. How many of you don't want jealousy? Raise hand. So if you don't want jealousy, right, you should chant. There is no other alternative. If you don't want jealousy, you should have association of devotees, where we should do Sankirtan together. Otherwise, I sit with you and I'll tell you, you know what, how many years I have spent in Bangalore? I am at this position. Oh, really? In this position? And you chant also? I have a resume, can you please? In the name of Lord Krishna. Krishna is not fool. Right? He is very smart. Sometimes we think, oh, it's a very good place. All Satoguni people, bad people are not here. So, यहाँ पे काम निकालते हैं. Right? Yeah, I mean, for that you can go to Lord Shiva also. But, careful what you ask. America, family story. Careful what you ask. Hare Krishna. So, repeat after me. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Canto 3, chapter number 28, Shloka number 2. Swadharma charanam saktya vidharmacha nivartanam daiva labdhena santosha atma vicharana charanam. Mataji side, if you can read. Yeah.
One should execute his prescribed duties to the best of his ability and avoid performing duties not allowed to him. One should be satisfied with as much as he achieves by the grace of the Lord. And one should worship the lotus feet of a spiritual master.
Yeah, thank you. So, one should execute his prescribed duties. Whatever is given to you, execute that and avoid performing duties which is not allotted to you, like jealousy. That is not the duty you have to perform. Lord is clearly saying. And one should be satisfied with as much gain he or she has achieved. Whatever you have, respect that. Right? What you don't have, respect that also. And also worship the lotus feet of the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. You have to find Guru and worship his lotus feet. Through that parampara only you can seek Lord. Else, directly, a peon taking the appointment of CEO is possible. You have to go through channels. So, material world is the reflection of the spiritual world, perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Here, if there are channels, there also there are channels. Right? Not that any Ashuddha person can go and directly meet Lord. How it is possible? You have to become Shuddha first. Can you, when you do worship, do you not take bath and do worship? You become Shuddha, right? or you directly without brushing teeth go and worship? Why? Soul is, I am Mr. Clean from heart. God understands. It's okay. You do that? So you're cleaning your body, but are you cleaning your heart? What kind of process you're following to clean your heart when you go and meet Lord? One bolo. Yes. Chanting. Prepare to meet Lord. You have to clean yourself. Hare Krishna. So one should execute his prescribed duties to the best of his ability according to one's nature. Be true to do something which is not according to our nature, we are not satisfied. Is this clear? So according to our nature we should do. We'll talk more about it in upcoming sessions. So, we should not have this sheep mentality. Wherever the herd goes, we will follow. My neighbor went to America, I will go to America. Right? He did twice marriage, I will do twice marriage. Be careful. One marriage itself today is like, right? Two marriages, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. For both partners is like Hare Krishna. I mean, our parents used to manage 7 to 9 kids earlier, remember? Now one kid, nobody. Can I throw him somewhere in the room, dump? I mean, I need a break. These mothers are also like becoming intolerant. Why? Because they have 10 fingers in 10 places. Alpha job, alpha homework, alpha kid work, alpha in-law work, alpha parent works, alpha sibling works, alpha whatever, alpha. Everything they are ahead in the game. And Prabhuji also, right? Cooking also in the house, taking care of family. Also you are Prabhuji, hence you have to be the main bread earner of the house, but you cannot cry. मर्द नहीं हो, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. So much baggage we are carrying the society, and then what we go get in the end? Blood pressure, stomach upset, depression, famous depression words in Bangalore. These days kids use like word like, Papa, I'm in depression. What do you mean you are in depression? You have been given 40,000 rupees per year school bus, which drops you to school here. What depression? Depression is not this. Depression is something where our cycle was not there. We used to walk barefooted to school. That was depression, right? When roads were not good. Depression was what? Was something when we used to have 2 hours of power in our house. In Lalton we used to study. That was depression. Depression was what? Depression was something in our school. No teachers were there to teach us. There was no coaching institute because our parents didn't have money and we have to study on our own. That was depression. Today's kids have depression. Alan, Fitji, physics wala, depression. Everything on the platter, right? Depression. We didn't have guidance. Today you have thousands of guides out there for YouTube and whatnot. You don't have depression, you have distraction. Don't call it depression. Hare Krishna. And as we say, in Shloka it said what? Swa Dharma Charanam. One should work according to nature. If one is teacher, teaching mindset, he should become teacher. He should not become politician. Right? One has defending mindset, he should become Kshatriya, soldier. One has business mindset, he should become Vaishya. And one has cleaning mindset, right? To serve, he should become Shudra. And none of the Varnas are bad. That's how our physiological conditioning, and we should follow that. Today what we are? All of us? Which class we belong? Very controversial word I will say. Yes, Prabhu? Shudra. Worse than that. You are nice. Shudras. Because we are just serving. Right? We are just serving whom? Who is our boss? Pure devotee. And they are all doing business. See how the global world is transpiring. You are sitting in the house doing so much hard work for these companies, and one policy switches here and there, the unit can be closed in a country and your job will go out of window. Not your fault. Not your fault. You are working very hard. Right? That news keeps coming. Look at the leaders, how great they are. Leaders were like Yudhishthir, right? Taking care of people first. What today's leaders do? They take care of extended family first, their family first. In Kali Yuga, You look at the nature of leaders we have today across the world. So many wars are happening. Why? Because we have bad leaders out there. Why? Because they don't have wisdom with them. They don't have strong base. Not that I want to be biased against any group or this and that, but whichever group they belong, if they have discipline in life, they get up 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, they do Lord's worship, they chant, they go and do yoga properly, have control on their senses, and then they go and make decisions for the country, they'll make better decisions. And some leaders wake up till 3 o'clock night, spend in the unknown zones, have some drugs, whiskey, brandy, beer, gin, what else? Alcohol, right? Sleep till late 10 o'clock, get up, and thousands of servants are there to drive into the parliaments and all, and then they make decisions for the country, what they will make. And that one decision affects your job, affects your family, affects your life. So, choose your leader properly. Tough to choose, by the way, today, but whatever. Don't get drunkards, people who are not having control in their senses to parliament or to a position where your bhakti, your work gets impacted. Think twice. Philosophy could differ, but if they have disciplined life, right, they have controlled life, they will make better decisions. So it's not about this party and that party, whoever it is. If they have control on their senses, they will make. Prabhupada used to say, in parliament everybody should be Krishna conscious, and then country will uplift like anything. The entire world is this is Bharat, right? It will become Mahabharat. It was Mahabharat. The entire world was us only. Once. Right? And it got broken. Hare Krishna. So, we say what? We should work according to our capacity. We in society find different kind of people. Crazy person. What he says, that person is able to do, but why I am not able to do? Right? So, like crazy. He is the Prime Minister, why I cannot become Prime Minister of India? Lazy. He or she is able to do, then why should I do? Right? So this is another kind of person. Inferiority complex. Looking at the other person doing, giving it to think that he is doing already, why should I do? Overconfident. I can do anything. You give me, I will do it. Not thinking, straight away saying I will do it. You have different kind of people like this. So, point is that vidharmach cha nivartanam. Do not aspire to do others' duty. Do not copy is the bottom line. Somebody is a YouTuber and you want to become YouTuber. Because YouTuber, so much lakhs they earn. How many clicks? Right? If you are not good at it, don't copy that. See, beautiful example is given from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Shloka number 37, chapter 13. That if, what is that? Daival labdhena santosha. Be satisfied with whatever results are achieved for you. If I do not get anything, I am patient and unagitated like bumblebee who continues to do hard work, or python who lies in this way for many days. See, you have seen bumblebee? How much hard work she or he does to collect honey? Do they take Friday break? Let's go for one ghost party. Have you seen them doing that? So committed. We do 4 days work and they're like, need a break, OTT, movie, one gathering. Humans are only like that. Animals are so particular. Have you seen animals collecting for entire life LIC or what is that? Like SIP, bank balance stock? Birds, they take only from Mother Nature that much which is required for today. Next day again they wake up and go and do hard work. That is, it keeps them fit. What we do? Today I am going to one very nice hotel. Company is going for free. Pura. As if there are like 20 dishes out there. If you don't take 20 dishes, it's like you have missed big time. You have been fooled left right. 20 to, aaj to 20. Raat ko nahi khana. 20 to I have to eat today. Right? And you gap eat 20. I took revenge from company today. At least I took some stuff from them. And next morning what? The body couldn't take it. Right? So be like a bumblebee. Other example of bumblebee is that, see, they collect so much honey and make a beehive, and then that hive keeper comes and snatches away that उनका घर छीन के ले जाते हैं. They take the honey away. What honeybee does again? Bumblebee? Detach. Does she go and create a conspiracy that today I'll make an atom bomb and entire human race will go away? She is back to her duty. कर्म करो, फल की चिंता मत करो. What a great example. But what happens to you? If you don't get enough salary for your work, you resign. Does honeybee resign? What we do, we resign. We go to next. Of course, some are unjustified, it's different, but we resign on the drop of hat today. Our parents used to stay in a company for so many years. Loyalty was the key. Today, yes, it's like a jewel to have like 9 companies in your resume. Why? Because you want to just earn money. And I want to be on cloud, I want to be on blockchain, I want to be on AI, I want to be on CUDA, I want to be whatever programming language it is. Right? So, the point is again the value system is soft today. Value system is soft today. Other thing is also Python example. They are actually sitting coiled below the tree and patiently waiting for their prey. They don't go and jump around here and there. And the prey comes and the python coils around the prey and eats. So the game is of patience. Today it's not like I want to spend in stock today and get the result tomorrow. Gambling, right? Or I want to put, money lottery wise and I want to earn tomorrow. You have to be patient in your life. You will get returns. So Mother Nature and the animals teach us a lot, which we as humans are not following. Actually, we are destroying our planets more than any other animal out there. We are the deadliest enemy of this planet, right? The way we are spoiling this planet. Look at the way we are throwing the kacharas out there on the road. It is very, very bad. Hare Krishna. So the attitude of comparison is perform your own duty, work up to your maximum capacity, do not aspire others' duty. Duty is meant for satisfaction of mind, not to prove anything in this world. Be satisfied with whatever result we have achieved. So if you do this, the question you had asked in first section, you will, which is what question you had asked?
How to get peace.
How to be happy, that's why you had come here for, right? Slowly you are getting the answer. Then how you can be happy, but you still don't want to be, and you want to go back to, what is that? Sharab Khana. You want to go and do the same mistakes repeatedly like animals, then God bless you. Hare Krishna, what can I say? Very good example is of Lord Ram, squirrel and Hanuman. Have you heard of this? So when you hear or you have not heard the transcendental story, you should repeatedly hear. Because more you hear repeatedly, you get realizations. Newspaper, when you read, today's newspaper headline, can you repeatedly read it? Donald Trump H1 visa policy change. Donald Trump H1 visa policy change. Donald Trump H1 visa. How many times you will read? You get realizations. Heart is changing. You're feeling transcendental in nature? No, right? But when you hear Bhagavad Gita, you hear Srimad Bhagavatam, first time you read, nothing you will get. Second time you read, it will realize. Third time more, fourth time more, fifth time more. It's like Lord is talking to you. Cut, it's coming. It's crazy. A lot of people who are devotees have this realization, but they don't speak in the name of humility. So that is the beauty. So the story goes like this: that when the Setu bridge was getting built, right, connect to Sri Lanka from India, that what is the Dhanush Kodi in south we have. So all the Vanar Sena was doing that. Hanumanji was taking big boulder, powerful Lord Hanuman. And there was one squirrel. So took one small stone and started putting on the Setu bridge. Immediately what thought came to you? Squirrel Prabhuji starts putting small. This will take like 1,000 years. I don't know whether the bridge will be built also or not. So similar thought Hanumanji got. Hanumanji said, oh, hey squirrel, you are coming in my way. What is this? I am also building bridge. I am also putting setu, small stones, but it will build. Hanumanji said, give me a break. Please go sideways. I have sincere work to do. Lord Ram was watching that. Lord Ram came and said, Hanumanji, not done. Right? For you, that big boulder is a major work. For that small body of squirrel, that small stone is a major work. What matters is the intent, not the outcome. In corporate world, in material world, how it is? What matters is outcome, not the intent. Dangerous. Hence you get frustrated in work. Nobody, I've worked very hard. No, you worked hard, fine, but where is the outcome? Where is the outcome? Rating, average. Top performer, no, you're a mediocre performer. Right? Average rating. But I worked hard, the system didn't work, these are excuses. But same thing happens in front of Lord Ram. Lord Ram understands your heart. Right? Understand. That's the difference. So, if you see the learning wise, what it says, Ram ji instructed Hanuman, both of you are doing your best service to me, according to your capacity. Hence, I consider both of you of equal value. So, it's not about you made big temple and I only donated 1,000 rupees. Maybe I am earning only 2,000 rupees and I am donating 50% of it. You are earning trillions of dollars and you have donated 2 lakhs. But in material world, 2 lakhs come, 10, 1,000 go. But in spiritual world, both of you come. Wonderful. That is the beauty. So you will receive more happiness here, not there where you are serving for so many years. वहाँ पे उल्लू बनाइए. Okay, it's a business world. Like they make you fool, you make fool. Be smart in your work. Don't die for company. Live for Krishna. Not live for company. Right? Dangerous. Because they are also built by the leaders who are corrupt. And that's business, right? Corrupt. You work for 25 years in the company. Next day you don't know your job will be there or not. Can you imagine 25 years? You count, Mataji, 25 years is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, twice it, twice for 25. I'm tired speaking only. You spent years in one company and they still treat you like a housefly from a milk. Gone. Lord doesn't do that. Lord doesn't do that. So all of you have to choose where you want to be. Where you want to spend your heart. With Lord or with your boss. Who would have thought? And moral of the story is what? We should put our best effort and never be proud of our service. Ki maine ye kar diya, I did this. Right? Our talent and ability, big or small, Lord sees it with equal vision. Lord is the most pleased with love and care we show to Him and for each other. So, Lord is all about intent, love, care, heart. Lord is not about outcome. So, that's where so many people join Krishna consciousness. Because you can come in, the door is open. We didn't ask you to give IIT exam. We didn't ask you to give medical NEET exam. I don't know from which category you are coming, which kind of conditioning all of you have. Door is open. Prabhupada has kept that way open. Right, up to you. Because Lord sees the heart. And when you have come here and you are sitting for hours, the body is tired, you are not habituated to sit like this cross-legged on the floor. You usually get sofa or seats, right? Here I am sitting on this nice thing. All of you are struggling there, sitting on the floor and still trying to listen, even though you cannot focus for that long, listening to one-sided Namhat kind of a thing. What is this? This you are doing tapasya for Lord. Right? You are doing tapasya. It's not about you getting enjoyment from this lecture. You are doing tapasya for Lord and Lord is seeing that. And He will reciprocate. He will reciprocate in some form or the other. Guaranteed. Fact. Guaranteed. So you in your own space is doing wonderful sacrifice. No. You will say, me, I am sitting here talking nothing. It's like, what is that? 2 lakh rupees out of trillion versus 50%, 1,000 rupees out of 2,000. Lord sees that. So all of you, Lord is watching much more than me, for example, right? Because your sincerity is much more the kind of ecosystem you are living in. Hare Krishna. So, Lord दिल के बहुत भोले हैं. What he asks in Bhagavad Gita, it says what? Repeat after me. Patram pushpam phalam toyam यो मे भक्त्या प्रेक्षति तदहम भक्त्या उपहारितम अश्नामि प्रयातात्मना. So if one offers me love and devotion, a leaf, flower, fruit and or water, I will accept it. Bhagavan didn't say mansam. In Bhagavad Gita, it's clearly is calling out. See, it's so simple. You don't have to give Kohinoor Hira or lot for you. Gold, 24 karat lot. No. Fruit, water. That much so we can have. We don't need so much money to offer to Lord that way. Hare Krishna. See, another example is of this is a family, Vidur and his wife. Vidur, you know, right? In Mahabharata, Mahamantri of Dhritarashtra. So, Duryodhana invited Lord Krishna, said that opulent food is there for you. Krishna, come. And Krishna said, no, I have some work, I am busy. And Vidur's wife said, please come to our house, and we will serve you. And when Krishna sees the heart intent, trillion versus 2000 rupees, he went to 2000 rupees one, 50%. And Vidur's wife, she saw Krishna, and Krishna is the most attractive one, right? Krishna meaning is most attractive. So, like you walk on the road and you see a beautiful girl, right? Of course, hormone. You get attracted, we see the girl. But Krishna is infinite times more attractive. Can you imagine the mental state? It's like you watch a beautiful rose, right? You watch, you admire the beauty. And Krishna right there in front of you, how mesmerizing it is. It's not that cheap attraction which we get watching on the road people, right? It's a transcendental attraction. So when Vidur's wife saw Krishna, and she was so mesmerized that she had to give banana to Krishna, right? And banana she was taking out and she was eating the peel. And Krishna was nicely eating the peel of banana. अगर कोई प्रभु जी ऐसे कर देते, you were done with some Mehman ji in the house, wife would have taken left, right and first time one person has come and you give him banana peel. Have you gone nuts? यहाँ से नहीं है क्या कुछ? What's wrong with you? But here in the transcendental story, such was the state. And Lord ate peel because he was enchanted by the love, all which was offered by devotee, Vidur's wife. So you can have cars, you can have houses, but if you have Duryodhana's mindset, Lord will not come to you in your life. But you are simple-hearted, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, even in undi you do, but heart is clean, Lord will definitely reciprocate. And in this world of Kali Yuga, it's very, very, very difficult to be simple. Everybody is hypocrite, everybody is double-minded, everybody is dual in nature. Muh mein Ram, bagal mein chhuri. Hare Krishna. Alright. So another one is, last but not the least, another last cause of suffering, doing wrong. So again Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 shloka number 62, repeat after me. Dhayato vishyam pumsam sangas tesu pajayate sanga sanjayate kama kamat krodho abhijayate. From this side somebody can read.
While contemplating the objects of his senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachments lust develops, and from lust anger arises.
And Lord Krishna, what he has said exactly will depict in flowchart. Engineers, sense object, right? So pizza. If you are hungry, what happened? Or ice cream, or beautiful car, what happened? You contemplated on it, thought, I wish I had, and then attachment got generated, as Lord Krishna said, and then once attachment comes, it increases, doesn't stop. Lust develops, lust develops, and lust is unfulfilled. You didn't get that pizza, you didn't get that car. Anger, krodha comes. That's what Lord is saying. I'm just depicting what Lord is saying in Gita. I'm not adding anything here. And then you start saying, मेरे toothpaste में क्या नमक है? Right? And when you think in toothpaste में नमक होना चाहिए. And because you think advertisement is saying toothpaste में नमक, so you are thinking toothpaste also no, because you are so enchanted by seeing things outside, not using your brain. Another one, Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, shloka number 63. Krodha bhavati sammoha sammoha smriti vibrama smriti bhamsat buddhi nasho buddhi nasat pranashyati. Mataji, if you can read.
Complete delusion arises, and form illusion
Bewilderment of memory, yes.
When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material plane.
Yes. Again, through graph. So you saw last slide anger. From anger, Lord says what? Bewilderment, right? Puzzled, confused, loss of intelligence, and then insanity comes. And then you say, na, why so much wrong in this world? If Lord is there, God is there, then why so much crime is there? Why so much suicide is there? Why so much robbery is there? Now you get it? Why it is there? Reason is simple. You don't have control. You're lusty. You have insanity now. Hence you see this beautiful news every day in great newspaper. You open the newspaper and you think you should learn from it. But what you read and learn from it, somebody got killed. Right? A man lost in betting lakhs of rupees in IPL. A father killed his son watching IPL. Krodha, bewilderment, lust. And then we read and we say like, I don't think Lord is there in this world, yeah. This is possible. This world is a prison house. It is the Durg of Durga. For example, all of you in a prison, assume, all of you are in a prison. A question to you is, there is a ground floor in the prison and the first floor in the prison. First floor has AC, ground floor is non-AC. Where you will go? First floor AC. Okay, Mataji? Where you will go? First floor AC or ground floor non-AC? In the prison house? AC one. Get out of the prison. What AC non-AC? Exactly, that's the mindset we are living in this material world. This material world is nothing but a toilet. And we are thinking in toilet one sofa, one TV, one BV, right? One this, one that. Toilet में वो सब रखते हैं क्या? No matter how much you clean toilet, it will again get dirty. Right? You have to get out of the cycle of birth and death. Get out. You cannot make this world perfect. This is meant for imperfect people. Dukhale ma shashvatam. This world is not meant for gentlemen. Hence all of you are pained. Why the person is the way he or she is. After doing so much of insanity, crime, not even one drop of tear comes in his or her eyes. Why is that? Income tax, middle class, 30% on salary, then GST, then octroi tax, then hotel tax, then road tax, then this tax, and then the interest you earn on that also tax. AIS statement now comes. What happened to those 1,000 crores which people earn in the business world? Where is that money? So much money goes. How much of potholes get filled in Bangalore? This world is meant for gentlemen. Stop fixing things here. Chant, get yourself cleansed, surrender to Lord and get out of this place. Neither your kid will stay in this world, neither your parents will stay in this world. They go away, you will cry and cry profusely if you are so attached to it. Right? Another shloka, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shloka number 40. Repeat after me. Neha Vikrama Nasho Asti Pratyavayo Na Vidyate Swa Alpam Api Asya Dharmasya Rayate Mahato Bhayat. If you can read.
In this endeavor, there is no loss or
Diminution. Yeah.
and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
Bhagwan is saying solution is there. Of course, these are the trouble which Lord said in previous slokas. Solution is there. You have to do little advancement on this path to get out of this fear of danger. What is there? So, for example, if we have spiritual account, question is why you are able to do what others are not able to do. As I told all of you, how many of you have come from Janmashtami? Raise hand. Right? As I told in the first session, 18,000 people came there in the front ground on Janmashtami. Everybody got the pamphlet. Everybody was told about Krishna consciousness. How many people are here out of 18,000? 50, 60, 70 maybe? Why? The ratio is so less. 18,000, 70 people are here. Everybody was called. Spiritual account. Because in your last janma or previous janmas, you have some spiritual account. Some swikriti is there with all of you. Hence you are here. Right? Hence you are here. And people who don't have swikriti couldn't join here. As simple as that. So you should be very proud of yourself to be here and spend time. Another one from chapter 2, shloka 66. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavyata santir asantasya kuta sukham. माता जी साइड पीछे से कोई इस माता जी कैन रीड या प्लीज.
One who is not connected with the Supreme Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace?
Do I need to explain this? Lord speaking verbatim, straight. If you are not connected to Lord, there cannot be peace and happiness. Simple. Clear? Move forward. So, point is practice bhakti. Bhakti will, as Lord says, connect with Supreme. So, bhakti will connect with Supreme, and then you will garner transcendental intelligence and steady mind, which will lead to peace. In that it will lead to for which you have all come here. Right? So, whatever is there from Bhagavad Gita shloka, we are just replicating that and telling you. And still, if you cannot understand, Bail wali buddhi, ox mind, doesn't go in, then what can we do? Hare Krishna. Right? It's very important. So, of course, in interest of time, this is about comparison. I am not going to repeat. We talked about it. So, above can be achieved through practicing bhakti. Perform your duty, maximum capacity, do not copy others, right? Be satisfied with whatever result you have achieved. If you don't compare, this will help you to practice bhakti properly, chant better. If you are chanting and thinking about other, I have only 1,000 rupees, he has 2,000 rupees, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. My friend went to America, I stayed here, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram 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 Ram. Passport got expired, I will miss my travel company is offering me to Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh my God, I am 30 plus, not married, my friend got married, he has 2 kids also, what will happen? Hare Krishna, Krishna. House keys, I told my husband to keep in the gamla outside, oh my God, he has taken, if I go there, I will be I'll be stranded in front of the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Does it come when you chant something? Plus minus? Right? So, but if you practice more and more, these thoughts will go away. Right? So, the root cause of suffering, attachment to temporary things, especially body, comparison, uncontrolled sense objects will drive us insane. Right? Wrath, greed, sloth, pride, lust, envy, everything will come. So what we have to do? Train our mind, which is chanting, reading and hearing about your se boliye Krishna, and which will lead to transcendental intelligence, which will lead to steady mind, like these rocks are steady, and then peace. And happiness will only come when you are in association of Lord Krishna, right? Like all these wonderful Gopas are. So, last but not the least, the Supreme Court during COVID time, when everybody was locked at home, remember, you couldn't take your car out. How many of you have seen that COVID days? Raise hands. Bhul gaye? Forgot, huh? Those dreadful days, locked in the house. Those were once in a life, Prabhuji, it will not come again. Now what's is coming? Beautiful leaders making great decisions. So it says, we want to impress upon you that the panic will destroy more lives than virus. You need counselors. You can have bhajan, kirtan or whatever, but you have to give strength to the people, said the Supreme Court. Urging the government to rope in the leaders of all faiths to counsel migrants in shelters, ensure trained counselors and community leaders of all faith visit relief camps and prevent panic. When danger time came, the great faith leaders were called. Kirtan, bhajan, chanting, reading is your only hope. When money is there in your bank, health is very good, nice beautiful wife, beautiful children, right? Why you will remember Lord? Anybody remembers Lord that time? One heart attack, gone, done. Then Lord comes into picture. What? We are height of selfish people. When tough time comes, then only Lord comes into picture. And Lord is so merciful, He still comes. Would you have done that? Somebody would have done to you? Only doing need and you are called? You say, that guy is so selfish. Only when work is there he calls. Okay. Don't lift the phone next time. Why did you lift? Don't lift. If Lord doesn't lift the same way, then your phone. Would have thought. So practical tip of the day. Perform one's duty to best of your ability. Don't have unrealistic ambitions. If you can't go to America, please, it's okay. Absolutely okay. India is a beautiful place. Right? Last but not the least, be satisfied with whatever results is achieved. Duty is meant for satisfaction of mind, not to prove anything to this world, and we can protect from suffering by regularly एक साथ बोलिए chanting, reading and hearing about Krishna in association of devotees. Hearing about Krishna not alone. Alone if you hear, then other things also will hear. Like here for example, I saw two things. Yes. There was one thing you heard is that you have to hear in association of devotees, but while I was talking about Krishna, you were also doing bhakti of one demigod. You know which demigod you are doing bhakti? Nidra Devi. Right? So that's another one. Hare Krishna. So with that, I'll stop here. There is a quiz, but maybe I'll take other time. So any comments or questions? We have, please, most welcome to ask. I'll just put this, yeah. Any comments or questions? Yes, Mataji.
About that, I want to ask one question, sir. Uttarayana in Shukla Paksha, if we die in Uttarayana and Shukla Paksha, we will get that liberation. And in Dakshinayana and Krishna Paksha, we will go for rebirth. Can you explain that?
Technical question.
I don't know, sir. Actually, I read that about
Krishna Paksha, we will get rebirth.
So, in very short, Mataji, I'll say that there are different ways, right? So, for example, in Vastu, your house should be either west facing or east facing, should not be south facing, this and that. So, there are definitely, if you have to do worship of Lord, you have to have your self clean Swachham Bhav, we call it. So, of course, these techniques are there, but these are preconditions. But what is the actual thing we have to do? Actual thing is, even when we say liberation, liberation is actually also not full-fledged liberation, you forever never take birth. Liberation also means there are like 5 kinds of liberation. Again, I'm keeping it limited because when you go in depth, you'll understand more. It's like Sarupya, Savitya means one person wants to take the form of the Lord itself, right? Sarupya. Salokya wants to be near to Lord, right? So all those, and there are 3 more. So all those kind of things are also liberation, but that will not help you permanently stay there. You will still come back, right? But the one liberation is such where when you go back to Lord, you never come back, right? And of course, rebirth and all is natural based on your karma. That forget about going to Lord. If you in your deeds, what you do, immediately next birth, that subtle body flows goes to Narak or whatever. Right, 13 days or 15 days, some technical thing is there where you have to get yourself punished, and then you come back and take a different form of body. That is rebirth. But then again, more than that, you should chant Lord name. So this supersedes all this technical investment, because again, all these were for different yugas, right? But if you are chanting Lord's name, if you are very focused and serious, committed, reading books, taking association, even these technical things are not required. You can still go back to God, because it's Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, the danger is we cannot do things perfectly, right? So anything, if you just follow those things, a little imperfection is there, go on. But chanting, okay. So that's where this chanting is given for Kali Yuga. Good question. Hare Krishna. Any other questions? In interest of time, we will stop here. All of you to go back home as well and have prasadam. So first and foremost, thank you so much for hearing attentively. Not easy. I was you sitting on that place. I would have slept by now, lying down. Speaking is easy, but listening is not easy. So, thank you so much for your time, taking out on Sunday after Sunday and coming here. As I said, important. There are 10 sessions. We are on the 4th session. So please keep coming here every Sunday, because once the 10 sessions are done, clarity will come and you will be in a much better position, and we will take it forward. And we are now like a family, right? We are connected, and it's all about cleansing the heart and serving the Lord. No internal agenda beyond that. And how we can make you do that is our attempt through Srila Prabhupada's mercy. Okay? Thank you so much. So with that, we'll move on to chanting. And chanting wise, anybody who is chanting for the first time, who has come for the first time, raise hand. Okay, 1, 2, oh, not come before? Achha. Then Prabhuji, Jitesh Prabhu, these two have come first time, so you can get registration. You can raise hand again. This behind you, Prabhuji, Jitesh Prabhu? No, behind you. Yeah, him and him. So you can take and register their name in the group. It's okay? You registered? Very good. Proactive. Oh, you came. Achha. Very nice. And your good name? Pradeep. And your name? Jitendra Prabhu. Who has control over senses? Jitendra. That's what we are all trying to chanting, but your name is already there. Hare Krishna. So, so 2 people don't. We have not chanted before. You chanted. You know how to chant?
Yeah, but I still need to
Learn again. That's okay.
long time.
That's okay. Yeah. So, so one thing is there. I'll not repeat in the interest of time, but you know how to chant now, all of you. This bead bag, you know why it is? That I didn't tell last time. So bead bag is actually, how many Matajis have jewelry? Gold, raise hand. Raise hand. If you don't have gold, then Dandvat Pranam. How is that possible? It's like shocker. So if you have gold, do you keep near the flower pot outside where everybody can see? Where do you keep? Lock kara. Why? Because it's valuable. Somebody should not steal. This mala is much more valuable than jewels. It has also got to be kept just like a locker in the bead bag so that it doesn't get dirty. It remains clean. Right? And this should be kept near Lord somewhere. यहाँ पे मंदिर है. Just like jewelry in the locker. Hence bead bag. So all of you have mala or not right now? ये वाला नहीं, अपना वाला माला. Have you purchased? How many of you have your own mala? Raise hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. How many are planning to purchase? Raise hand. 1, 2, 3. How many are not planning to purchase? Raise hand. It's okay. It's a journey. There is no forcing function here. But important that have your own mala and please chant, right? One round at least in your house. Try to chant one round in your house. Takes 5 to 7 minutes. That's it. Give that to the Lord and see the changes in your life. One thing straight will come is anger will go down, tolerance will go up. Standard. And second thing, you could meat and mass will start reducing if you are eating. Right? And every day you chant, that non-veg will go away. Standard, straight. 1-2 weeks you will see the difference. And rest are subtle differences. More you go in depth, more transformation will come. Alright? Now you will purchase mala? Raise hand. No. Purchase mala? Important. Abhi bhi nahi to fir again I will repeat like a broken record till you purchase mala. Thank you. Hare Krishna.